Slogan of 1986, always Coca Cola. Slogan of 1988, you can't beat the feeling. 2001, love it light. 2003, always Coca Cola. Now, open Coke, open happiness. America's real choice. We will not rest till we divest. In 1985, we the students stood on the grounds of Royce Quad, on the grounds of social justice, stood here, stood up, stood against the corporation that poured my favorite drink at my 10th birthday party, that poured hundreds of millions into a white South Africa, a part of the apartheid. And so suddenly, sweet didn't taste so sweet. In 1985, we held signs that read, Coke sweetens apartheid. The white curving deliciously into a C, Coke, Coca Cola, classic. Against a splash, a drip, a pool of red round black. Back when black was laid out onto streets for cleanup. Back when black was spit from our mouths like poison. Back when black was held in our hands, in our cups, as we raised them to America. Home, sweet home. America's real choice.
My mom remembers the ignorance, the constant conflictions with her innocence. Black, darkness. She was taught they were one and the same. She was taught they were only significant when serving her name. She reflected these teachings. Ever since she could remember, my mom fought to let every color, no matter what part of the spectrum, to shine their own vibrant light. As a young girl, she would prance down the corridor and dared to cross the border into the servants' wing, where she would enjoy their meal Millie Pop, begging to swap that drop for a plop of superior crop. Echoing in the halls was the screech of her mother's voice, Pamela, that is not for us. Separation. White people of royalty versus black people of darkness. America's real choice. Through awkward years, high school years, and prime years in the music industry, my mom put down her privileged foot on the government's game. Their rules were unfair, and their unleveled playing fields brought her to prayer. For activists like Madiba, beloved Madiba, beloved Mandela, sentenced to life imprisonment, wrung at the neck by Lord Forster, Mr. Magnificent. Mom knew the consequence. As they ringed in her ear, she begged for white American singers to grace the black stage with confidence. This was consequent. No support, all divest. Mom opened up the first mixed nightclub, New York, New York. Closed. No support, all divest. Land of opportunity, land of the free, home of the brave. America's real choice.
When Coca Cola's segregated South African bottling plants amassed $260 million per year for that brave American company, white South Africans were taught to keep cringing at the sight of upturned black palms. And black citizens, forced to forget that injustice is not inbred. America's real choice. Real Americans demanded real change. But that didn't break Coke's stride as it continued to stack dollars on black-skinned backs. Real South Africans demanded real relief. But that didn't stop Coke from continuing to promote partitions while Mandela sweat, languid, in a dirty prison. If this company was a person, it would hold the keys to his small cell in a Mayweather fist, resting lightly out the window of his dark, sleek Mercedes. America's real choice. UCLA, late to the game, and no, not a basketball game, finally ditched their pouring contract with Coke after pleas and protests and more protests on the ground that we stand on right now. But just this year, Coke's back on campus. UCLA may like its past to stay past, but apartheid's aftershocks are endless, and Coca-Cola's clean slate is just as artificial as its dark molasses color. So we say, open Coke, open happiness.